The way our upper school is structured is actually we're all in one big classroom together with multiple teachers and multiple staff members there to help you. And really the idea of it is that everyone is here together in a collaborative space, but working on their own individual courses.
There are not teachers here who give us speeches. We read something, we evaluate it for ourselves, and then if we need help, the teacher is there to help us.
Courses are structured with steps that you need to complete, and they'll have you read a section, and then there's like practical applications which demonstrate that you know and you've mastered the skill that you've just studied.
Then after that demonstration, maybe you would write an essay of what you learned and how you think it would be important to you.
One thing that's really cool about our course guides is how we include a lot of usage of the data that you've learned, and these are called practical applications.
For the practical applications, I had to go and lead several groups of people, like running a dorm or running a student service.
It's really based on like individuality and that you study by yourself and you actually learn how to study, because then when you master that skill, you can do anything. You can study anything in the world.
So exams here are very different than other schools.
The exams at our school is always one-on-one with the examiner. It's not like a whole group is in a classroom taking a timed test.
They don't let you go on if you miss some questions in the exam. They refer you back to the material. They tell you what you need to review, so you go ahead and do that. And when you come back, they ensure that your understanding is 100% and you can apply it later in life.
We don't have these arbitrary tests that test for our memorization or just our ability to put things down on a piece of paper.
At Delphi, there's the practical program, which is a very big aspect of the school where students have to go and get something done.
Students are expected to be able to do things. They're not just expected to know things, because really the test of knowing something is doing something. The practical program forces you to step out of your comfort zone sometimes and really go into an area where many students don't have much experience.
I choreographed a dance for the school play.
I ran my school's prom last year. I spent 250 hours on it.
I started the debate team. I recruited 10 members to join.
Another project I did was for community service. I went and worked at a Salvation Army.
By the time a student graduates, he's done over like 1,000 project hours. So that is a lot of time to really learn and figure out what you're really interested in.
At Delphian, student council is different than most other schools because they actually run the school.
It's not like a popularity contest. It's actually students who want to try to improve the school. They run the activities, the money, the trips, like all kinds of things, and they're there to set a higher standard for the school.
In student council, there's really no one behind the scenes. When you run an activity, you are the person who is running the activity. If something goes wrong, you have to actually find the solution for it.
Every single student that comes through the upper school will be on student council at some point, because it ties back into the practical program where the school and all of us believe that it's very important to be able to apply what we've learned. And that's a part of why the student council exists.
Here at the school, we're required to do something called summer internship, and we're basically camp counselors for a whole summer. We're given a lot more responsibility doing this internship than average camp counselors would be. We're treated as staff members.
It's 7 weeks you spend here at the school over the summer, working with young kids, working with other staff members, holding a position of responsibility, and really running the school.
Before you graduate, everyone will put in around 300 hours of work in internship.
There are people who are relying on you because when it comes to activities or projects, it's not on the staff member to figure out what to do. It's up to you. So it's a really good life lesson on how to be independent in the real world.
You are in charge of your program and you decide what you're gonna do. I think that's the most important part. It is tailored for you.